Frank Shepard Fairey is an American contemporary street artist, graphic designer, activist and illustrator who emerged from the skateboarding scene. He first became known for his Andre the Giant as a Posse sticker campaign, in which he appropriated images from the comedic supermarket tabloid Weekly World News. He became widely known during the 2008 U.S. presidential election for his Barack Obama Hope poster. The Institute of Contemporary Art, Boston, calls him one of today's best-known and most influential street artists. His work is included in the collections at the Smithsonian, the Los Angeles County Museum of Art, the Museum of Modern Art in New York City, the Museum of Contemporary Art San Diego, the National Portrait Gallery in Washington, D.C., the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts in Richmond, and the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. Early life: Shepard Fairey was born and raised in Charleston, South Carolina. His father, Strait Fairey, is a doctor, and his mother, Charlotte, a realtor. Fairey became involved with art in 1984, when he started to place his drawings on skateboards and T-shirts. In 1988 he graduated from Idlewild Arts Academy in California. In 1992 he earned a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Illustration from the Rhode Island School of Design. Career: Fairey's first art museum exhibition, entitled Supply and Demand, was held in Boston at the Institute of Contemporary Art during the summer of 2009. The exhibition featured more than 250 works in a wide variety of media: screen prints, stencils, stickers, rubylith illustrations, collages, and works on wood, metal and canvas. As a complement to the ICA exhibition, Fairey created public artworks around Boston. The artist explains his driving motivation: "The real message behind most of my work is question everything." Fairey sits on the advisory board of Reaching to Embrace the Arts, a non-profit organization that provides art supplies to disadvantaged schools and students. In May 2006, Fairey became a board member of the Music is Revolution Foundation, a non-profit organization that supports music education for students in public schools. Fairey created the Andre the Giant as a Posse sticker campaign in 1989, while attending the Rhode Island School of Design. This later evolved into the Obey Giant campaign, which has grown via an international network of collaborators replicating Fairey's original designs. As with most street artists, the Obey Giant was intended to inspire curiosity and cause the masses to question their relationship with their surroundings. The Obey Giant website says, "The sticker has no meaning but exists only to cause people to react, to contemplate and search for meaning in the sticker." The website later goes on to contradict this statement, however, by saying that those who are familiar with the sticker simply find humor and enjoyment from its presence, and that those who try to look deeper into its meaning only burden themselves and often end up condemning the art as an act of vandalism from an evil, underground cult. Originally intended to garner fame amongst his classmates and college peers, Fairey states, "At first I was only thinking about the response from my clique of art school and skateboard friends. The fact that a larger segment of the public would not only notice, but investigate, the unexplained appearance of the stickers was something I had not contemplated. When I started to see reactions and consider the sociological forces at work surrounding the use of public space and the insertion of a very eye-catching but ambiguous image, I began to think there was the potential to create a phenomenon." In a manifesto he wrote in 1990, and since posted on his website, he links his work with Heidegger's concept of phenomenology. His Obey campaign draws from the John Carpenter movie They Live, which starred pro wrestler Roddy Piper, taking a number of his slogans, including the Obey slogan, as well as the This Is Your God slogan. Fairey has also spun off the Obey clothing line from the original sticker campaign. He also uses the slogan "The medium is the message," borrowed from Marshall McLuhan. Shepard Fairey has also stated in an interview that part of his work is inspired by other street artists. After graduation, he founded a small printing business in Providence, Rhode Island, called Alternate Graphics, specializing in T-shirt and sticker silk screens, which afforded Fairey the ability to continue pursuing his own artwork. While residing in Providence in 1994, Fairey met American filmmaker Helen Stickler, who had also attended ISD and graduated with a film degree. The following spring, Stickler completed a short documentary film about Shepard and his work, titled Andre the Giant Has a Posse. A film premiered in the 1995 New York Underground Film Festival, and went on to play at the 1997 Sundance Film Festival. It has been seen in more than 70 festivals and museums internationally. Fairey was a founding partner, along with Dave Kinsey and Philip DeWolf, of the design studio BLKMRKT Incorporated from 1997 to 2003, which specialized in guerrilla marketing, and the development of high-impact marketing campaigns. Clients included Pepsi, Hasbro and Netscape. In 2003 he founded the Studio No. 1 design agency with his wife Amanda Fairey. The agency produced the cover work for the Black Eyed Peas album Monkey Business and the poster for the film Walk the Line. Fairey has also designed the covers for the Smashing Pumpkins album Zeitgeist, Flogging Molly's CD-DVD Whiskey on a Sunday, Led Zeppelin's compilation Mothership and movie Celebration Day, and Anthrax's The Greater of Two Evils. Along with Banksy, Moat, and others, Fairey also created work at a warehouse exhibition in Alexandria, Sydney, for Semi-Permanent in 2003. Approximately 1,500 people attended. In 2004, Fairey joined artists Robbie Connell and Mir One to create a series of anti-war, anti-Bush posters for a street art campaign called Be the Revolution for the art collective Post-Gen. Be the Revolution kicked off with a night of performances featuring Zed Trip, Ozzy Lee and David J. at the Avalon in Hollywood. Fairey also co-founded Swindle magazine along with Roger Gastman. In 2005 he collaborated for a second time with Zed Trip on a limited edition 12-inch featuring Chuck D entitled Shock and Awe. In 2005 Fairey also collaborated with DJ Shadow on a box set, with t-shirts, stickers, prints, and a mixed CD by Shadow. In 2005 he showed abroad, for instance in Paris at the Magda Danis Gallery. In 2005 also, he was a resident artist at the Contemporary Museum, Honolulu. Also in 2005, Fairey contributed the artwork for the posters, cover art, and graphics for Walk the Line, the Johnny Cash biopic. In 2006, Fairey contributed 8 vinyl etchings to a limited edition series of 12-inch singles by post-punk band Mission of Burma, and has also done work for the musical group Interpol. In 2006, Fairey joined NYC-based ad agency Project 2050 as founding creative director and was featured on the cover of Advertising Age magazine. While at Project 2050, Shepard developed creative work for Virgin Megastore and Boost Mobile. The book Supply and Demand, The Art of Shepard Fairey was released in 2006. In 2008, Philosophy of a Bay, The Formative Years, edited by Sarah J. Williams, was published by Nerve Books UK, and praised by Fairey. In June 2007, Fairey opened his one-man show entitled E Pluribus Venom, at the Jonathan Levine Gallery. The show made the arts section front page in the New York Times. Fairey donated original cover art to the 2008 album Body of War, Songs that Inspired an Iraq War Veteran, produced for Iraq War documentary Body of War. Proceeds from the album benefit non-profit organization Iraq Veterans Against the War. In 2008 Fairey teamed up again with Zed Trip to do a series of shows in support of then-presidential candidate Barack Obama entitled Party for Change. Fairey also designed posters for the British goth band Bauhaus. In September 2008, Shepard opened his solo show titled Duality of Humanity at the Shooting Gallery in San Francisco. His third solo show with the gallery featured 150 works, including the largest collection of canvases pieces in one show that he's done. Fairey was arrested on February 7, 2009, on his way to the premiere of his show at the Institute of Contemporary Art in Boston, Massachusetts, on 2 outstanding warrants related to graffiti. He was charged with damage to property for having posted 2 Boston area locations with graffiti, a Boston Police Department spokesman said. His arrest was announced to party-goers by longtime friend Zed Trip, who had been performing at the ICA premiere at Shepard Fairey's request. On April 27, 2009, Fannie Ray put 3 signed copies of his Obama inauguration posters up on eBay, with the proceeds of the auction going to the One Love for Chi Foundation, founded by the family of Deftones bassist Chi Cheng following a car accident in November 2008 that nearly claimed Cheng's life. Lance Armstrong rode a Trek Madone styled by Fannie Ray in the 2009 Giro d'Italia, starting on May 9, 2009, in Venice, Italy. In 2011, Time magazine commissioned Fannie Ray to design its cover to honor the protester as Person of the Year in the wake of the Arab Spring, Occupy Wall Street and other social movements around the world. This was Fannie Ray's second Person of the Year cover for Time, his first being of Barack Obama in 2008. The Hope poster. Fannie Ray created a series of posters supporting Barack Obama's 2008 candidacy for President of the United States, including the iconic Hope portrait. The New Yorker art critic Peter Strudel called the poster the most efficacious American political illustration since Uncle Sam Wants You. Fannie Ray also created an exclusive design for Rock the Vote. Because the Hope poster had been perpetuated illegally and independently by the street artist, the Obama campaign declined to have any direct affiliation with it. Although the campaign officially disavowed any involvement in the creation or popularization of the poster, Fannie Ray has commented in interviews that he was in communication with campaign officials during the period immediately following the poster's release. Fannie Ray has stated that the original version featured the word progress instead of the word hope, and that within weeks of its release, the campaign requested that he issue a new version, keeping the powerful image of Obama's face but captioning it with the word hope. The campaign openly embraced the revised poster along with 2 additional Fannie Ray posters that featured the words change and vote. Fannie Ray distributed 300,000 stickers and 500,000 posters during the campaign, funding his grassroots electioneering through poster and fine art sales. I just put all that money back into making more stuff, so I didn't keep any of the Obama money, explained Fannie Ray in December 2009. In February 2008, Fannie Ray received a letter of thanks from Obama for his contribution to the campaign. The letter stated, "I would like to thank you for using your talent in support of my campaign. The political messages involved in your work have encouraged Americans to believe they can change the status quo. Your images have a profound effect on people, whether seen in a gallery or on a stop sign. I am privileged to be a part of your artwork and proud to have your support. I wish you continued success and creativity. Barack Obama, February 22, 2008. On November 5, 2008, Chicago posted banners throughout the downtown business district featuring Fannie Ray's Obama Hope portrait. Fannie Ray created a similar but new image of Barack Obama for Time magazine, which was used as the cover art for the 2008 Person of the Year issue. The original iconic Hope portrait was featured on the cover of Esquire magazine's February 2009 issue, this time with the caption reading, "What now?" Shepard Fairey Ray's influence throughout the presidential election was a factor in the artist himself having been named a Person of the Year for 2008 by GQ. In January 2009, the Hope portrait was acquired by the U.S. National Portrait Gallery and made part of its permanent collection. It was unveiled and put on display on January 17, 2009. In 2009, Fannie Ray's Obama portrait was featured in the book Art for Obama, Designing Manifest Hope and the Campaign for Change, which Fannie Ray also edited. In his December 8, 2010 appearance on The Colbert Report, Stephen Colbert asked Fannie Ray how he felt about having done the Hope portrait of Obama and how that hope was working out for him now. To which Fannie Ray replied, "You know, I'm proud of it as a piece of grassroots activism, but I'll just leave it at that." Fannie Ray created a matte version of the red, white, and blue poster, donating it to help support pet adoptions, from an image of a rescued shaggy dog taken by photographer Clay Myers. 400 limited edition prints were offered by adopt-a-pet.com, a non-profit organization that helps shelters, humane societies and rescue groups advertise their homeless pets to potential adopters. The poster, which was also offered as a free download, was featured on the cover of the spring 2009 edition of Doga Unregistered Trademark S Life magazine. Legal issues with appropriation and fair use. Fairey has been criticized for failing to obtain permission and to provide attribution for works he used. Fairey has threatened to sue artists for the same technique. Austin, Texas-based graphic designer Baxter Orr did his own take on Fairey's work in a piece called Protect, with the iconic obey giant face covered by a SARS respiratory mask. Orr marketed the prints as his own work. On April 23, 2008, Orr received a cease and desist order from Fairey's attorneys, telling him to stop selling Protect because it violated Fairey's trademark. Fairey threatened to sue, calling the designer a parasite. Originally, Fairey had claimed his Hope poster was based on a 2006 copyrighted photo of then-Senator Barack Obama seated next to actor George Clooney, taken in April 2006 by Manny Garcia on assignment for the Associated Press, which wanted credit and compensation for the work. Garcia believes that he personally owns the copyright for the photo, and has said, "If you put all the legal stuff away, unregistered trademark. I'm so proud of the photograph and that Fairey did what he did artistically with it, and the effect it's had." Fairey said his use of the photograph fell within the legal definition of fair use. Fairey claims he used pieces of the photo as raw material to create a heroic and inspirational political portrait, the aesthetic of which was fundamentally different from the original photo. Lawyers for both sides tried to reach an amicable agreement. Fair use is determined by how much a new work changes an older one. At first Fairey claimed he used the photo of Clooney and Obama and cropped the actor out of the shot and made changes. In February 2009, Fairey filed a federal lawsuit against the Associated Press, seeking a declaratory judgment that his use of the AP photograph was protected by the fair use doctrine and so did not infringe their copyright. In October 2009, Shepard Fairey admitted he had tried to deceive the court by destroying evidence that he had instead used the photograph alleged by the AP. Fairey admitted he had used a close-up shot of Obama, also taken by Manny Garcia, as the AP had long alleged. The solo photo appears much more similar to the Final Hope poster than the photo of Clooney and Obama. Fairey's lawyers announced they were no longer representing him, and Lawrence Pilgrim, an intellectual property lawyer, stated that the revelation definitely put Mr. Fairey's case in trouble. In May 2010, a judge urged Fairey to settle. The parties settled in January 2011. On February 24, 2012, Fairey pleaded guilty to criminal contempt of court for destroying documents and manufacturing evidence. On September 7, 2012, Fairey was sentenced to 300 hours of community service, ordered to pay a $25,000 federal fine, and placed on probation for 2 years by U.S. Magistrate Judge Frank Mars. Critical response. Fairey was questioned about criticism surrounding his use of images from social movements, specifically images created by artists of color, in an interview with Liam Adenorgi for Mother Jones. Adenorgi later posted an article, titled Shepard Fairey Unregistered Trademark's Image Problem, on several independent media sites. The article explored Fairey's use of copyright-protected images while at the same time defending his copyright-protected works from being used by other artists and corporations. Fairey cited his collaboration with Public Enemy, his funding of the Zapatista Army of National Liberation, and his six-figure charitable contributions for Darfur assistance as counterpoints to the charges of exploitation. "I challenge anybody to fuck with that, know what I mean?" Fairey stated. "It's not like I'm just jumping on some cool rebel cause for the sake of exploiting it for profit. People like to talk shit, but it's usually to justify their own apathy. I don't want to demean anyone's struggles through casual appropriation of something powerful. That's not my intention." Eric Lyle has accused Fairey of cynically turning graffiti culture into a self-promoting advertising campaign. On the other hand, San Diego Union Tribune art critic Robert L. Pincus says Fairey's work is political art with a strong sense of visual style and emotional authenticity. Even in times when political art has ebbed, Fairey's has just the right balance of seriousness, irony and wit to fit the mood of the moment. The Walrus contributor Nick Mount wrote following the example set by Gallery Art, Some street art is more about the concept than the art. Fuck Bushes na Euro unregistered trademark T an aesthetic. Eta Euro unregistered trademark S an ethic. Shepard Fairey Euro unregistered trademark S obey giant stickers and a cow Euro unregistered trademark S archaism posters are clever children of Dutch hamp, ironic conceptual art. However, Stephen Heller of the New York Times suggested that Fairey Euro unregistered trademark S political art is not any more unique than political art from the past, yet compares, in fact and in equal terms, to political art created by Andy Warhol. In a New York Times review of E Pluribus Venom at Jonathan Levine Gallery, art critic Benjamin Ginocchio described Fairey Euro unregistered trademark S art as a Euro generic Euro despite the range of mediums and styles used by the artist. Ginocchio went on to say that it was tempting to see Fairey Euro unregistered trademark S art as just another luxury commodity. The director of ad hoc art, Andrew Michael Ford, stated that Fairey Euro's practice does not a Euro-OE match up a Euro-A in the minds of people who view his work. Ford suggests that some people will view Fairey Euro unregistered trademark S work as a Euro-OE very commercial Euro. In his criticism of Fairey Euro unregistered trademark S art he went on to suggest that Fairey is a Euro-O ripe Euro for criticism because he profits off of politically and socially charged works. Ford stated that despite his criticism he is a fan of Fairey work. Artists Mark Vallon, Lincoln Cushing, Josh McPhee, and Fabiana Rodriguez have documented how Fairey has appropriated work by Coleman Moser, Ralph Chaplin, Paul Jones, Rupert Garcia, René Medeiros, Far Copyright Lix Beltran, and Gary Grimshaw, among others. In his critique, Obey plagiarist Shepard Fairey, Vallon dissects various pieces of Fairey's work, proving them to be directly plagiarized from the work of other artists. Although Jamie O'Shea takes that criticism to task for a nearly ubiquitous lack of understanding of the artist Euro unregistered trademark S use of appropriated imagery in his work and the long-standing historical precedent for this mode of creative expression in addition to being masked in a thin veneer of obvious envy in most cases. Art critic Brian Sherwin lashed out at Euro unregistered trademark Euro unregistered trademark S criticism of Mark Vallon by saying that Euro unregistered trademark Euro unregistered trademark S Supertoch article was nothing more than a Euro or a damage controller Euro. Sherwin questioned the intentions of Euro unregistered trademark Euro unregistered trademark S support for Fairey. Sherwin pointed out that Fairey is a Supertoch author as well as a business associate of Euro unregistered trademark Shear. Sherwin suggests that Euro unregistered trademark Shear has a Euro of steed Euro interest in making sure that Fairey is viewed positively by the public since he has curated art exhibits involving Fairey and has written extensively about Fairey. Sherwin wrote that Euro unregistered trademark Shear once served as editor-in-chief for Juxtapose and has worked as a creative director hired by corporate art collections as a corporate liaison for acquisitions. Sherwin concluded that the public will Euro or question the artist who says to question everything Euro regardless of Euro unregistered trademark Euro unregistered trademark S Mark Vallon Euro or damage controller Euro on Supertoch. Sherwin implied that O'Shea's critique of Vallon was selective because key negative facts about Fairey's history were left out in the article. The dispute between Sherwin and Euro unregistered trademark Shear was cited by Dan Wasserman on the Boston Globe Euro unregistered trademark S out of line. Bloggers have criticized Fairey for accepting commissions from corporations such as Saks Fifth Avenue, for which his design agency produced illustrations inspired by constructivism and Alexander Rodchenko. Fairey defends his corporate commissions by saying that clients like Saks Fifth Avenue help him to keep his studio operational and his assistants employed. Fairey has acknowledged the irony of being a street artist exploring themes of free speech while at the same time being an artist hired by corporations for consumer campaigns. Of this he has stated that designers and artists need to make money. I consider myself a populist artist, Fairey says. I want to reach people through as many different platforms as possible. Street art is a bureaucracy-free way of reaching people, but t-shirts, stickers, commercial jobs, the internet. There are so many different ways that I use to put my work in front of people. In August 2011, Fairey received a black eye and a bruised rib after being attacked outside of the Codbodieren 18 nightclub in Copenhagen, Denmark. Fairey claims the two assailants called him Obama Illuminati, and ordered him to go back to America. He believes the attack was the result of a misunderstanding over his artwork commemorating the demolition of the legendary Ungdomshuset at Jagtvej 69. His mural of a peace dove in flight surrounded by a circle of tar and air lace above the word OEPC was vandalized within 24 hours of its unveiling with graffiti slogans "No Peace" and "Go Home, Yankee Hipster." The media reported that the artwork was commissioned by the city of Copenhagen, but this was not true. The original mural was organized by Fairey's Copenhagen Gallery, V1, and was not a government-sponsored propaganda piece. Appearances in other media. Fairey designed the album artwork for Flogging Molly's Whiskey on a Sunday. Appears in the 2006 video game, Mark Echo's Getting Up, Contents Under Pressure, as himself. Fairey provided the design for the Obeyed Giant Room at the Creek's South Beach. Fairey designed the cover for the books Woodstock Experience by Michael Lang, Dan Garson, Henry Diltz, A Heartbeat and a Guitar, Johnny Cash and The Making of Bitter Tears by Antonino D'Ambrosio, and the cover of the Smashing Pumpkins album Zeitgeist, Led Zeppelin's Mothership, Sage Francis's Lee, F. E., Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers' The Live Anthology and, in 2010, Stone Temple Pilots' eponymous album. He designed the album cover for will.i.am's second solo album Must Be 21. On January 19, 2009, Fairey created a Google Doodle for Martin Luther King, Jr.'s birthday. On January 20, 2009, Fairey made a radio appearance on the Fresh Air program from WHYY, an NPR affiliate, discussing his Hope poster, the official Obama inauguration poster, and his many arrests in connection with the installation of his street works. On February 26, 2009, he was again a guest on Fresh Air discussing the Associated Press lawsuit over the Obama Hope poster. On February 11, 2010, Stephen Colbert debuted a poster on the Colbert Report that was designed in collaboration with Fairey. The poster, created for Colbert's coverage of the 2010 Winter Olympics, depicts Colbert wearing a crown of leaves, carrying an Olympic flame and riding an eagle, with the catchphrase, Vancouver 2010, Defeat the World. Rush, video documentary 2005. 17-minute interview conducted in April 2003 with Shepard Fairey in Sydney, Australia. Includes footage of Shepard and partner Barbara installing a paste-up wall in a gallery side event at Semi-Permanent Conference in Sydney. Fairey's iconic Obey logo appears in several levels of the Tony Hawk's Underground 2 video game. It also appears briefly in Part 2 of the anime Afro Samurai. The Andre the Giant has a posse is also a stock spray image in Valve's popular video game title Counter-Strike. Fairey features heavily in the Banksy movie Exit Through the Gift Shop, which documents the birth of Mr. Brainwash. Along with artists Frank Stella and Andres Serrano, Fairey appeared on the Colbert Report on December 8, 2010. As part of a segment with comedian Steve Martin, Fairey sprayed his Obey logo on a portrait of Colbert. On the September 13, 2011 episode of The Young and the Restless, an American television soap opera, character Devon Hamilton purchased a Shepard Fairey original, Commander, as the first piece of art for his new office. On the March 4, 2012 episode of The Simpsons, Fairey appeared as himself. Appeared in the 2012 film Bones Brigade, an autobiography as himself. In 2013 a short narrative film based on the story of Shepard Fairey was released called Obey the Giant. In the 2013 comedy film This Is the End, actor James Franco is depicted as having an Andre the Giant as a posse in his home and claiming it to be his favorite painting. Personal life: Fairey resides in Los Angeles with his wife Amanda and daughters Vivienne and Madeline. In addition to his successful graphic design career, Fairey also DJs at many clubs under the name DJ Diabetic and MC Insulin, as he has diabetes. See also, Banksy, graffiti, Stencil graffiti, above, multicolor stencils, large wordplay paintings and hanging arrows. Tiziana Fazlilizadeh, illustrator, street artist, invader, mosaic, list of street artists, references. Further reading, Shepard Fairey Incorporated. Artist Vandal by James Deschamps, Cameron Plus Company. December, 2013, Mayday, The Art of Shepard Fairey Ginkgo Press. First edition, E Pluribus Venem by Shepard Fairey Ginkgo Press. Philosophy of a Bay, The Formative Years, edited by Sarah J. Williams, Nerve Books UK. A Bay, Supply and Demand, The Art of Shepard Fairey by Shepard Fairey, Ginkgo Press. Beautiful Losers, Shepard Fairey and Art A Bay. La Vita e l'Opera del Re della Poster Art di Sabina de Gregory, Castelvecchi Editor, 2011, external links, A Bay Giant website, Shepard Fairey on National Public Radio in 2009, Shepard Fairey on National Public Radio in 2008, interview on Huffington Post, interview with Manuel Bello, example selected artworks by Shepard Fairey, short film of Shepard Fairey working in his studio.